Find some blocks or a pillow or a blanket, any of the above. Let's go ahead and get started in our gentle gentle heart opening stretch here. So yeah, just grabbing a blanket, block, or some pillows, placing it right in between the shoulder blades in the middle of the back, and we're just gonna gently lay on top of the blocks, the pillows, or the blanket so we get a nice gentle stretch in the chest. So this is what that's going to look like. And your knees can be bent here. You can find butterfly position with those legs, or you can extend the knees, straightening out those legs. Whatever feels comfortable for you today. So while we're here, I'm just going to guide you through a meditation while you're in that little heart opening position. So let's first take a nice big inhale through the nose. Maybe try reaching up the arms overhead as we're filling up the belly, filling up the lungs with air. And then as you exhale through the mouth, nice and loud, you can bring the arms out to the sides, open them nice and wide if you haven't already done so. Release the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Release the area in between the eyebrows. And just find your natural breath here. Notice the natural ebb and flow of your inhales and your exhales. And notice how the belly moves with your breath. Begin to notice the heartbeat. Noticing the sounds that surround you, how the ground supports you, beneath you. Any sensations on your skin. And then slowly just starting to scan the body for any areas of tension. Noticing if you're holding any tension in your forehead, or your ears, your jaw, your tongue, your lips, your throat, your shoulders, anywhere in your arms, your forearms, anywhere in your hands or your fingertips. And then continuing down, noticing any areas of tension, maybe in your abdomen, your hips, your glutes, your thighs, your hamstrings, your knees, your calf muscles, anywhere on your feet or your toes. Sending your attention to any area you found a little tension, and begin to send your breath to those areas. Just trying to release any stress or tension you're holding every exhale. And then from here, once you find yourself present, fully present here in this space and on your mat, you can begin to bring your attention towards an image or a moment in time, a person, something you're thankful for today. And again, just meditating on that person, that moment, that feeling, whatever made you feel good today, just focusing on that, bringing that image into mind. Just inviting this energy of gratitude into our hearts today and into your practice. And then maybe just creating a mantra for your practice today, connecting your inhales and exhales with movements and also words today. So maybe inhaling I am, exhaling grateful, or maybe whatever else you need today. Inhaling I am, exhaling confident, strong, empowered. I am loved. Whatever it is you need today, just setting that mantra, setting that intention for your practice. And then as we move through class today, as we move through our flows, as you find that breath, maybe try repeating that mantra in your mind as we're moving. So whenever you're ready, on your next inhale, we're slowly going to inhale, bring arms above head. And then exhaling, rolling over to either side, kind of making your way into a fetal position, using your arm as a pillow. Let's roll like this. Taking these last few moments of gratitude, setting your intention for class. And then slowly removing that block or pillow, blanket, whatever it was you used at the beginning of class, placing it off to the side and then slowly rolling onto your backs. Feet planted on the floor, knees facing up towards the ceiling. And your feet are about hip width apart here. And just slowly windshield wiping those knees side to side, gently bringing some movement into the body. You're ready, finding stillness. And then hugging the knees to the chest, giving them a tight squeeze, maybe rocking side to side. Nice and easy here. And then slowly when you're ready, we're going to begin to lift the feet up off the floor, knees hovering just above the hips, knees at about 90-degree angle. We're going to begin to warm up the body from the core. So creating this energy, creating this fire in our abdomen with our core muscles, letting that kind of fire up the rest of our body before we move into our flow. So while we're here, we can just roll out the ankles, point and flex the toes, spread the toes nice and wide, kind of find a playful movement here. And while we're here, I'm just going to focus on slightly tucking the tailbone so we're firmly pressing the low back into the mat. So we're activating those core muscles here. You should feel those core muscles engaged. And this might be enough for you today. If you like to stay here and just breathe in this position, feel free to do that. If you want to take it a little bit further today, we're just going to take it nice and easy. We're just going to tap the right toe to the floor, find your mat. Exhale, bring the knee just above the hips again, and then switch it out. Nice big inhale, tap the left toe to your mat. Exhale, bring it back up. Nice job. Go ahead and just work through these little toe taps, just like this with your own breath, moving slowly with intention. Tapping those left toes. Tapping the right toes, switching back and forth. And again, we're focusing on slightly tucking that tailbone up towards the ceiling. So we're really engaging those low abs during these movements. All right, you can continue here. If you want to take it up a little bit further, we can begin to bring the hands behind the nape of the neck, gently cradling the head and cradling the neck here. And then slowly lifting up the shoulders from the mat. Elbows stay nice and wide as you cradle the head. Chest stays nice and open. Nice space between the chin and the chest. We're lifting up the shoulders from the mat, so we're engaging the upper abs here too. Continuing to tap the left toes and then the right toes. And again, really engaging the low abs as we're tucking that tailbone. Lifting up those shoulders. This is a full core workout here. Last option, you can again continue to stay here. If you want to try to extend the right leg, tap the heel, extend, and then extend the left leg, tap the heel, bring it back up. That's just another option. It's kind of like a modified bicycle. We're just not moving the torso, we're keeping that static hold on the upper body. Let's go ahead and get 2 more on each side, breathe with that breath. Again, slightly tucking that tailbone, really engaging the low abs here. Nice job, get that and move with your breath. Awesome job. When you're done with those reps, go ahead and gently release shoulders and head to the floor. You can release the feet back down to the floor. And And then again, just gently windshield wiping the knees side to side. You should feel a little warm now. Working those core muscles, you should feel a little bit of fire. All right, so when you're ready, finding that stillness, again, knees facing up towards the ceiling, feet planted firmly on the ground. We're gonna work through some bridge poses here, starting with just a normal bridge pose to begin with. So your feet should be close to your hips, enough to where you can kind of touch the back of the heels with your fingertips if you can. And then from here, we're going to slowly press into the heels as our hips lift up off the floor and the hips are up towards the ceiling as we move into this bridge pose. So we're engaging the glutes here, we're engaging the hamstrings, and we're squeezing that core so we can protect that low back. So while we're here, you can keep those hands planted firmly into the ground. You want a little bit more support there. And I want you to focus on keeping a nice space between the chin and the chest here so that you have a nice open space for your throat. Continuing to breathe here. Warming up our leg muscles, warming up our glutes for the rest of our flow. Awesome job. When you're ready, slowly rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing it back down, bring the hips back to the mat. And then bringing those knees in towards the chest, rocking side to side, kind of resetting here, whatever you need to do. Maybe try bringing the feet nice and wide, a little bit wider than your hips, and letting the knees come together in the middle. This feels really nice on the low back. When you're ready, bringing those feet about hip width apart once again, setting up for that bridge position. We're going to do that one more time, adding a few variations if you like. That's just an option for you. When you're ready, again, we're going to press into those heels as our hips look up off the floor towards the ceiling. So we're squeezing those glutes, we're squeezing those hamstrings. Nice active position here. Nice open space between the chin and the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. All right, so you can stay here if you want. This is static hold, sitting in this position. If you want to take it up a little bit more, engaging the core as well, kind of challenging your balance here, we can begin to bring the right knee in towards the chest, moving into like this march. So left knee comes up towards the chest. Exhale, bring it down. Nice job. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, left knee in towards the chest. Inhale, bring it down. Nice job. And we're just going to go back to the right foot. Right knee comes in. Bring it back down. Left knee comes in. Slowly bring it back down. Again, this is just an option. Go ahead and do one more on each side. You're moving through this little bridge march with me. If not, holding that position for 3, 2, 1. Slowly rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing us back to the floor. Nice job. Windshield wiping those knees. Bringing knees in towards the chest, rocking side to side. And then whenever you're ready, begin to rock and roll back and forth on the spine, giving it your spinal rocks in. And then rolling all the way up to a tabletop position. When you're ready, that's where we're going to meet. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And just spreading out those fingers nice and wide, gripping your mat with them. Sending the weight to the middle of those palms here, pressing firmly into the ground. And we're going to work these in cat and cow. So on your nice inhale, pressing shoulders away from the ears, opening up the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. So moving into cow. And then nice big exhale, rounding out the shoulder blades, engaging the core, looking down towards the knees as we move to cat. Inhaling back to cow, opening up that chest. And then exhaling to cat, rounding out those shoulder blades, pressing into the floor, engaging those abs. And then inhale back to cow. You can work through this a few more times, just moving at your own pace, at your own breath here. And then letting that breath guide you through these movements, maybe adding a few hip rocks side to side, maybe rolling the neck out, whatever your body needs today. you're ready, finding that stillness, finding that neutral tabletop position. If you have any wrist issues or knee issues, you have the option to just roll that mat a couple of times for some extra footing, or maybe grabbing a blanket. So we're moving back in this neutral tabletop position. We're going to work on some balances here. So on your next inhale, bringing right arm up to right ear, left leg up and back. Left toes are flexed, so they're facing down towards your mat. And while we're here, I want you to focus on engaging that core. So we're protecting that low back here. Nice strong core, engaging your glutes, and really focusing on finding length in that spine. So reaching forward with those fingertips and backwards with the heel. Really focusing on that length here. Focusing on a spot in front of you, in the middle of your mat, as you find balance here. Nice job. And today we're going to add a little variation to this pose. So instead of crunching like we normally do, we're going to bring the right arm out to the side, left leg out to the side, engaging those smaller glute muscles. Inhale, bring it back center. Exhale, take it out to the sides. Inhale, bring it center. Exhale, take it out. One more just like that. Inhale, center. Exhale, bring it out and hold. Nice job. Gently release those left toes to the mat. Bring the right hand underneath the right shoulder once again. So we're in this modified tabletop here with the left leg extended out to the side. And we're just going to bring those hips back, kind of like a child's pose. Just rocking gently back and forth. You don't have to bring it all the way back. It can be kind of tough on that right knee. So just rocking forward and back here. Just opening up those hips, opening up those inner thighs. Rocking back and forth. Awesome job. Keeping it nice and gentle with your body. We're still warming up here. All right, when you're ready, bringing that left foot back in to meet the right, we're going to find that neutral tabletop position. Resetting here, whatever you need to do. 3 more cat and cows, rolling out those wrists, rolling out the neck, beneath. And then when you're ready, finding that neutral tabletop position, begin to bring left arm up to left ear, right leg up and back, finding that balance. So again, that foot is flexed, those toes are facing down towards your mat to keep those hips in line with each other. We're engaging the core, squeezing the glute, reaching forward with the fingertips, backwards with the heel. Getting that nice length of the spine here. Challenging that balance. This is a tough pose. Continuing to breathe. Nice deep breaths. And your next inhale, we're going to lengthen. And then exhale, take it out to the sides. Right leg out to the side, left arm out to the side. Nice job. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, take it out. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, take it out. Nice job. Last one. Inhale, center. Exhale, take it out. From here, gently placing left hand underneath the left shoulder, gently releasing the right toes down, to the floor. So that right leg is extended this time, and we're slowly just going to rock those hips back and forth as we gently open up those hips and thigh muscles. All right, from here we can gently begin to bring that right knee to meet the left, moving into that tabletop position. Again, resetting here, rolling up the wrist, rolling up the neck, whatever your body needs. And then when you're ready, we're going to begin to flip those toes under. Lift up the knees about 2 inches from the mat, engaging the core here, hovering. This modified tabletop position. Engaging that core, challenging yourself a little bit, and then when you're ready, moving the core, bringing the hips up towards the ceiling as we move into down dog, pressing into those heels one by one, bending the knees generously. Again, spreading out those fingertips nice and wide, gripping them out with them. Hugging outsides of your shoulders with those muscles. Nice job. When you're ready, nice big inhale. Bend the knees, look forward, and then exhale, slowly walking that feet up with the hands forward fold. Again, nice generous bend in the knees here. Let your belly relax over your thighs. Release the head between the shoulders. Sway side to side, grabbing opposite elbows if you'd like. On your next inhale, we're going to inhale half lift, placing the hands on the shins, the thighs, the hips, maybe extending them back behind you as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up the chest, exhale, release, forward, hold. Inhale, slowly rolling vertebrae by vertebrae up to standing position. We're going to find Tadasana Mountain Pose, intentionally grounding ourselves here before we start our flows. So spreading out the toes nice and wide, wrapping them out with them, sitting the weight to the middle of the arches, softening the knees. Again, slight tuck of the tailbone, engaging the core, rolling shoulders down and back, opening up the hands to the sides. Nice length in the neck. Closing the eyes here, let's take a nice big inhale through the mouth. And exhale through the mouth. One more just like that. Feeling yourself grounded. Maybe imagining roots coming out of your feet. You're rooted into the mat, rooted into the floor. And then rebounding upwards to the spine and to the crown of the head. Find that nice length. Awesome job. On your next inhale, we're going to bring arms above head. And then exhale, forward fold bend, leading with the chest, bringing up the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk the hands out to high plank. Engage in the core. Nice strong planks here. Exhale, low plank, keeping the elbows tucked closely to the sides, leading with the chest, leading with the chin. And then inhale to baby cobra for our first flow. So baby cobra here, nice bend in the arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening up the chest, nice big inhale. Exhale, flip the toes under, send the hips up and back, down dog. Again, walking out those heels one by one. Nice big inhale to the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop forward. Hands meet the, or feet meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms above head. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Awesome job. Let's go for that sun salutation A a few more times. So starting from Tadasana, inhaling, arms above head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk the hands out, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, baby cobra. Full cobra, arms extended or upward dog, arms extended, thighs lifted off the mat. Yogi's choice here, shoulders away from the ears, nice open chest. Nice big inhale, exhale, down dog. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms above head. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana Mountain Pose. One more just like that. Just go through that without my cues this time. I'm gonna crank the music a little higher. Sun salutation A, just like that. Adding a few extra poses if you'd like, if that's what your body needs today. Moving with your own breath. I encourage you to maybe close the eyes and really feel your body move through these positions. Allowing your breath to guide you. I will start you off. Nice big inhale. Arms above head. Exhale, forward fold, leading with the chest. Right, moving back in that Tadasana mountain pose, working through our second flow. Inhaling, arms above head. Exhaling, we're going to set the weight straight to the heels, chair pose. So you can bring hands down to heart center if you have any shoulder issues. Keeping that chest nice and open. Again, being mindful of that low back. You're going to lightly tuck the tailbone down, so lengthening that spine. Engaging those low abs. Releasing shoulders from the ears, side of the chest. We're going to make sure we can look down, we can see our toes, we can put up the tailbone. Really engaging these spine muscles here, engaging the glute muscles, awesome job. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna take a nice big inhale, beginning to lift. Shift the weight into the right leg. And beginning to lift the left knee in towards the chest. Transition, so bear with me. And then from here, we're going to slowly send that left heel back towards the back wall as we move into warrior three. Try to make a T position with the body here. You can keep hands to heart center. Option to bring arms out to airplane arms, palms facing down by your sides. Or if you want to add a challenge, arms, spine, ears above the head. So that left toes are facing down towards the mat. Keep those hips in line with each other. Engaging the core, engaging the glutes, trying to lengthen that body, and then slowly beginning to melt those left toes down to the floor, moving into crescent lunge, right side. Awesome job. It's like running out of breath there. All right, that's a really tough transition. So awesome job with that warrior three. Meeting in this crescent lunge here. Nice deep bend in the front leg. Sorry. Nice deep bend in that front leg. Left leg is extended, left heel is lifted behind you. That chest nice and open. And then inhaling, arms above head. Nice job. From here, we're going to move into a spinal twist. So left fingertips fall towards the back wall. Right fingertips fall towards the back wall as left fingertips face the front wall. So this nice spinal twist. Gaze falls towards the back wall. Nice deep bend in that front leg. Awesome job. From here, we're going to windmill open those arms as we find warrior two. So this transition, right fingertips come down behind you, left fingertips come up towards the ceiling. Nice big circle with both arms as you find this warrior two. So back heel comes to the mat, front foot is facing towards the front wall, and we're opening up the hips towards one of these thigh walls here. Shoulders over hips, nice strong core. Again, nice deep bend in that front leg. Nice strong warriors here. Awesome job. From here, we're going to inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach up, 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 and over with those right fingertips as we move into a reverse warrior. Back hand can find the thigh, the calf, or wrap around the low back for a bind. Find a nice length that right side body. On your next inhale, bring it back to center, warrior two. Catching your breath here. And when you're ready, inhale, reach forward again. Exhale, side angle. You can have that right elbow rest on that right thigh. Option one. Option two, you're going to add a challenge, extend both arms. Cover right fingertips above the mat. Nice deep bend in that front leg still within the spear. Good job. From here, we're going to bring that left hand down towards the mat, meet it in the middle or on the inside of that right foot. We're going to twist those back toes down. Twist those back, twist to your right arm comes up towards that ceiling, making a nice final twist. All right, from here we're going to move into a side plank transition. So from this position, we're slowly going to bring that right foot in front of you just a little bit, just heel toeing that foot. I'm going to switch sides so you can hear me better. So we're just going to heel toe that right foot in front of you a little bit and bring it down so we can move into a comfortable modified plank, side plank here. That right foot is in front of you for support. Option one. That left hand is right under that left shoulder. So if you need to adjust your alignment in this position, feel free to do that. You should feel those left obliques engaged. It should be a nice ab workout here. If you can't quite feel that, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can lift that right leg up into the side plank. You can rest it on the calf right here. There's a few options for you. If you want to challenge your balance, you can look up towards that right hand. Nice job. When you're ready, we're gonna move back into a high plank. So right arm comes down. That mat, high plank here. Work through chaturanga flow. High plank, low plank. Upward dog. And down dog. Nice job. Right, we're gonna move straight to the other side. So nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale to the mouth. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose and the weight to the back of the heels. Nice deep bend in both legs. Again, slight tuck of the tailbone here. Arms can stay above head. You can bring arms down to heart center. Yogi's choice here. Nice deep bend in those legs. And then from here, beginning to shift the weight into the left foot this time. Slowly beginning to bring the right knee in towards the chest. And then setting that right foot back towards the back wall. Like we're kicking into that wall. Moving into warrior three. So we're focusing on trying to create that T position with the body. If you can't quite get there, no problem. You can actually bring toes down to the mat here and focus on your balance here. Hands to heart center, arms down to airplane arms, or you can bring arms up towards the ears. Full expression, warrior three. Working on the standing balance, this is a tough one. Trying to hold this for a couple of breaths. Engaging that core, finding that length, and slowly melting those right toes down towards the mat, finding crescent lunge on the left side this time. So nice deep bend in that front leg. Right toes are down towards the mat. Right heel is lifted. Keeping that chest nice and open. The core is nice and strong. Arms above the ears. Crescent lunge. Awesome job. Again, moving into that spinal twist here. So right fingertips come forward this time as left fingertips go towards the back wall. Gaze follows those left fingertips if you can. All right, nice job. We're gonna windmill open those arms once again. So left fingertips come down, right fingertips come up into the giant circle. Moving through it nice and slowly, finding warrior two. So we're pivoting on the back toes, finding heel, right heel towards the mat. Arms, I'm gonna face this way. Arms straight out to the sides here. Nice deep bend in that front leg. Again, those back toes are facing towards the side wall. Front toes facing towards the front wall. The arch of the front foot should be in line with the heel of the front foot should be in line with the arch of the back foot. That's the alignment we want here. Shoulders over hips, nice strong core. Nice strong arms. When you're ready, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, left fingertips reach up, up, up and over. Reverse warrior, back hands find calf, thigh, or wrapping around low back. Reverse warrior here. Enjoying that nice stretch of the left side body. And on your next inhale, bringing it back center, warrior two. Finding your center here, and then on your next inhale, reach forward. Exhale, side angle, left elbow to left thigh, option one, option two. Both arms extended, left fingertips hovering above the mat. Nice job. From here, right fingertips reach up and over towards the right ear as we find the inner left foot. So right arm comes, or right hand finds your mat on the inside of that foot, pivoting on the left, on the right finger toes, sorry. I cannot talk right now. So we're in runner's lunge basically on the left side. Planting that right hand and then inhaling, lifting left arm up and towards the ceiling, finding this nice spinal twist. Awesome job. From here, we're slowly going to walk that left foot out this time, out to the side, finding this modified side plank. So just adjusting that left foot so it's supporting you in this plank. Again, you should really feel your core or your oblique core engaged here. If you don't, again, you have this option to try to lift that left leg up off the mat, finding this full expression of the side plank, finding your breath, and then slowly transitioning, meeting in a high plank. Working through high plank, low plank, chaturanga, inhaling up to baby cobra, full cobra, or upward dog, and then exhaling down dog. Awesome job. From here, take a nice big inhale, and then exhale. You can bring knees down to the mat, bring them nice and wide, big toes to touch, send the hips back, finding child's pose. Bring the forehead to the mat, moving the head side to side. That was a tough flow, so beginning to reconnect with that breath. Bring fingertips to touch behind the back of the head if you want a little tricep stretch here. And releasing back to center child's pose, making your way into a tabletop position. From here, we're going to extend the right leg up and back to this three-legged tabletop position, finding length from the crown of the head to the spine, out through the heel. Nice big inhale here, and then exhale, rounding out the shoulder blades, engaging the core, kind of bring nose to knee. Really working the core muscles here, and then gently placing that right foot in between the hands as we work into this low lunge. So right foot is in between those hands, knee is just above the heel, and we're pressing those hips forward as we're opening up the chest. So this is a really great place to grab some blocks or some pillows if you have tight hamstring right hip. Place them on either side of the foot here. It's a great option for you just feeling a little intense today. We're hanging out in this low lunge here, releasing shoulder from the ears, nice open chest as we're pressing hips forward. Give me a nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly beginning to extend that right leg as we bring the hips back and slowly bringing chest towards the thigh. With a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can flex the toes so the toes are facing up towards the ceiling. That'll make this a little bit more intense. And then on your next inhale, beginning to shift forward back in that low lunge, opening up that left hip flexor. And exhaling, bringing those hips back, opening up the right hamstring. Moving through this kind of mini flow back and forth with your own breath, low lunge to half split, opening up those hips, lengthening those hamstring muscles, giving them some extra love today. We can become extra tight when we're doing core work, or even when we're just sitting at a desk all day studying or working. These muscles are common areas to hold tension. So it's important to give them some extra love when we can. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna be back in that low lunge. Placing the blocks off to the side if you have them. And then slowly walking that right foot towards the left side of your mat. We're gonna move into a half pigeon. So again, if you need some more support underneath your hips, you can grab a block or pillow, place it underneath the hips right here. That's a little bit intense for you, that's an option. So from here, we're going to lift up onto the pads of your fingertips, lifting up out of the chest, looking up towards the ceiling, nice open chest here. And then as you exhale, I want you to slowly begin to walk those hands out in front of you. Nice and easy, slowly beginning to melt the belly over the thigh. You can just go as far as you want today. If this is enough for you, you can stay here. If you want to drop it down to the elbows, that's an option. If you want to extend the arms fully out in front of you, that's also an option too. You're trying to bring forehead to the mat. Next inhale, you can slowly begin to walk those hands underneath the shoulders, beginning to lift up the chest. And then from here, we're slowly going to begin to roll onto your right side, onto that right glute, as we bring the left leg out in front of you. So from here, we're just going to find a butterfly position, bringing the soles of the feet together. Slowly bringing chest over those feet. That feels comfortable for you today. Here, bringing that chest back up. We're going to cross those legs, one over the other. It doesn't really matter which way. And then you're going to grab the outsides of the feet here, and we're going to move into a spinal rock with these crossed legs. It just feels really good, and it's a playful movement to kind of add into your practice. So we're going to try this today. Just rocking and rolling back and forth with these crossed legs, grabbing the outside of those feet. Kind of adds a different challenge to this simple little movement. And then when you're ready, we're going to rock and roll all the way up to that tabletop position. Getting there however is comfortable for you. Nice and slow, nice and easy. And then when you're ready, beginning to lift up that left leg back behind you, letting the length in the front of the head, the spine, out to the heel, engaging the core. Nice big inhale here, and then as you exhale, rounding up the shoulder blades, engaging the core, trying to bring those. Gently placing the left foot into the hands. And then slowly beginning to make your way into this low lunge on the left side. So again, grabbing those blocks here if you need to. Placing them on both sides of that foot. And then again, bringing chest forward, shoulders away from the ears. Slowly pressing that right hip forward. Nice job. Taking this nice and easy. Moving back into that half split, extending that left leg, melting chest over thigh. And then working through this low lunge half split, mini flow, working with your own breath, going at whatever pace feels good for your body today. When you're ready, meeting back in that low lunge. And slowly walking that left foot over to the right side of your mat. Finding this half pigeon pose. You can kind of play around with your leg position here if you want to make it a little bit more intense. You can bring that foot further away from your hips. If you want to make it a little easier, you can bring that foot in a little closer. Again, support if you need to underneath the hips. Grab a block, grab a blanket. We just want to make sure we're not leaning over to one side or the other. Sitting up on those hips. And then beginning to press into the pads of your fingertips. Opening up the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. Nice open hearts, nice open hips. And as you exhale, slowly melting belly or chest over, belly over thigh. Walking those hands out in front of you. Again, stopping at a point you feel comfortable. You want to drop it down for the elbows. Go ahead. You want to extend the arms going out in front of you. When you're ready, walking those hands underneath the shoulders, underneath the chest. And nice and slow. And we're going over to the left side. Bringing that right leg back in front of you. And we're just gonna cross those legs again, so moving into that spinal rock on the opposite side. So if you have left leg crossed over right, just sort of switch it out, crossing left leg over right or right leg over left. Whatever you did last time, do the opposite, basically. So grabbing the outsides of those feet and getting that spinal rock back and forth. Just get 2 or 3 in. And slowly, when you're ready, begin to just make your way onto your backs. So when you're done with those spinal rolls, just slowly releasing onto your back. And we're going to make our way into a reclined butterfly position. So if you want to grab the blocks, this would be an awesome pose to use these in. So we're on our backs here. We're going to bring soles of the feet together, making our way into a butterfly position with the legs. So knees splay open out to the sides, and again, the blocks are great for this pose. If you want to just place them underneath the thighs or the knees for support. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. This is an awesome restorative position. And we're just going to take a few breaths here, enjoying this pose, opening up our hearts and our hips. Finding that nice natural ebb and flow of the breath. Maybe repeating that mantra that we set at the beginning of class, whatever it was. Inhaling, I am. Exhaling, grateful. Or inhaling, I am. Exhaling, confident, empowered, strong, loved, whatever it was. Maybe just repeating that mantra to yourself a few times. Take a breathe here. And slowly, when you're ready, you can begin to open up those eyes, begin to remove the blocks, place them off to the sides. And then slowly start to bring knees in towards the chest, giving them a tight squeeze, rocking side to side. And then just ending with a few supine spinal twists here. You can extend the left leg down to the mat, hug the right knee in towards that right shoulder. And then slowly guiding that right knee with the left hand over to the left side. Pressing the shoulder blades into the mat, extending out that right arm, gaze falls to the right. And then bringing that right knee back into the chest, switching it out, hugging left knee in towards that left shoulder, letting right leg fall down towards your mat. And then from here, guiding that left knee over to the right side with that right hand. Pressing shoulder blades into the mat, bringing up the left arm, gaze falls to the left. On an inhale, bringing that left knee back into the chest, taking a tight squeeze, and then hugging the right knee into the feet, so hugging both knees in. And then finding happy baby pose, which is with the inner arches of those feet. Keep their arms pressed both sides down to the floor, rocking side to side. Maybe extending one leg out, extending out the other. And then from here, extending those feet up towards the ceiling. And then slowly using your core one last time, allowing those feet to fall to the mat. Slowly with control. Once your heels are on the mat, just looking straight out to the sides. Bring the arms up to the sides, nice and wide, taking up as much space as you can on your mat, tucking the shoulder blades in towards the chest. Taking a nice big inhale through the nose. Nice, loud, open mouth exhale. Releasing the jaw. Releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Releasing the area in between the eyebrows. Finding Shavasana here, allowing yourself to completely let go, allowing your body to reap the benefits of your practice. And again, just bringing notice to that natural breath. Notice the belly rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. Noticing your heartbeat. Again, scanning the body, noticing any changes that have occurred compared to the beginning of class. Maybe bringing into mind again what you're grateful for today. Meditating on that person, that image, that moment, thing, feeling, whatever it was. And slowly, when you're ready, you can begin to wiggle the toes and wiggle the fingers. On your next inhale, doing a full body stretch, reaching fingertips as far away from your toes as you possibly can. Really find the length in the spine. And then exhale, rolling over to either side, bringing knees towards chest. Again, finding that fetal position we found at the beginning of class. Kind of using your arms as a pillow. Taking these last few moments for moments of gratitude, thanking your body for all the hard work it's just done and continues to do each and every day. Thanking yourself for carving out this time for your practice, for your body, for your mind, for your soul. And then slowly with control, beginning to use your arms to make your way back up to the same position. Just ending with a few neck stretches or neck rolls. You can bring arms out to the sides, doing a full neck roll to the right. And a full neck roll to the left. Finding center when you're ready, bringing hands to heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in your practice today. It was an awesome class. It was exactly what I needed. It was awesome to see you, Sabine. Hope to see you next week. Yeah, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. If you have any questions,